Hey Clover, what's that thing on your back? She didn't respond. Oh fuck, she's gonna snap. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared. She's gonna do Ace in. Oh god. Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later, and it would make sense later! Oh my days, Junpei! Yeah, I swear! That is stupid. There is no. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs. It was just what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His "I see" after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing. Junpei looked around, but Ace was nowhere to be seen. He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down. There he was. And not just Ace. Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well. Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time. Junpei! Clover! June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her. What's up? Given her situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself. We found it. Found what? We found it. What did you find? The last door. We found door 9. Oh Lord. What? Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way. Oh, but Clover's gonna turn psycho, Seven. Man. Look, is no one seeing the big fucking thing coming out of her back? I mean,
Oh no, it'll just make sense later on. Let's just leave it away.
she's got a fucking axe in her back. Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs. The rest followed. We finally made it. The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each of them felt. It's finally time. Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, at least not yet. Still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was. He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one. But there was one thing he couldn't get off his mind. The numbered door could only accommodate between 3 and 5 people. There were 7 of them on their way to the door. 9. That meant that even in the best case scenario, there would be 2 of them who would have to stay behind. 2 people. He didn't have any solutions to that problem yet, but he was desperately hoping one would present itself. Junpei looked over at the clock. The hands indicated that it was 4:30. Oh wow, we've only got an hour and a half left. They had 90 minutes before their time was up. Hey, Junpei, June, the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up. Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie? I've never seen that word in my life. Let's go, Junpei. June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could. Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while until they had just reached C deck when Clover spoke.
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. It's cracking. It's gonna crack. Hey,
What about door... Wait, door 2? Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. Seven spoke. What about door 2? Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean. Yes, that's true. You guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean? So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the others. Besides, who's to say what stops people going into door 2? People could just instantly run through door 9 and get, assuming this digital route is 9 again. What's the point? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, can we? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go through door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. I don't know what might be in there. We might not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys? Yeah, you do have a point. The others nodded in agreement. The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look. You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2. They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large hospital room. The elevator could take them down to door 2. After a few minutes of discussion, they decided that Clover, Santa, June, and Seven would go. Okay, so that would just leave me here. Alright, let's get going. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe. Watch out, you never know. There may be just a crazy axe murderer next to you. Oh, dudes, hopefully they can overpower her. She's small and young, and there's 3 of them. They climbed into the elevator and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. Oh, this is bullshit. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke. Lotus, would you be so kind to go with me? Go with you? I didn't think people still talk that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you? That wasn't what I meant to. I was hoping you could come with me. Seriously though, I was kidding. So where was it you wanted to take me? There's something I wanted to show you. Whoa, Ace, hold up. Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough? Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you. Really? Of course. Ace's smile was friendly. Fine. Do whatever you want. Thank you. Are you coming, Lotus? Fine. It doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go see wherever it is, or whatever it is you think is so important. Now, why would he want to show Lotus this first and not me? Was it because of the pieces of paper he found? Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. Am I on my own now? They disappeared into the hallway on the left. This isn't good. I don't like this. Junpei wasn't sure how long they'd been gone when the elevator suddenly opened. Oh shit, I've got really bad feelings. A single person stood there. Clover. She looked at Junpei and slowly, purposefully stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her. What the fuck is going on, Clover? Where's everybody else? What happened? She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei. Where are Ace and Lotus? Wait. Junpei explained what had happened. Oh. Then they went over there. Her voice was small and timid. Yeah, I think so. He repeated his earlier question. So where are June and Santa and Seven? Why aren't they with you? You really want to know? There was something wrong with her smile. Yeah? Okay, sure. Here, let me show you. Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it onto the floor at Junpei's feet. Not the watches, not the watches, not the watches, not the watches. 3 metal rings. Bracelets.
Clover, what have you done?
Oh my god. Holy shit. Junpei collapsed. No. No way. This has gotta be some kind of joke. This can't be real. Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest, and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. The three bracelets that sat there on the floor before him, he could see the numbers on their faces. 3, 7, and 6. June. Lastly, let's discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1, you escape from the ship. 2, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that's where its heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. But why? Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold. Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened a door with him? It could only have been Santa and 7. That's why I killed them. But why? But why did you kill June? Because she tried to protect them? She was in my way. She had to die too. No. Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a dream. It couldn't be real. It just couldn't. Hey, Junpei. He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. Huh? The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human. Oh no! Wait! Dude! Let's go. Her hand reached out toward him. Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship. What the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door? Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this... Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out. It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0. 0. You've got something in your pocket. What was it? Oh, this? This is... See? You get it now? If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. Of course. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us. 4 plus 5 plus 0 equals 9. See? So let's go. Come on! Hurry up! She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. But there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love. Huh? Junpei? Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep, so deep Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. What? There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack and his heart began to melt. Junpei. The hand she was offering him. It looked so soft, so inviting. Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers. You idiot! Damn fool. Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually his movement slowed. and faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothingness, he saw Clover. That bitch. Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, Kay? Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. Ho ho ho! Well! And that's it! For now. So... Clover betrayed us. She went psycho, crazy, she lost her brother and in the process murdered practically everyone. I can only assume she went to go do the same to the others. I'm not too sure though. Because that's all we know. Before we lost consciousness and eventually died. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to save now. Once you've saved, you can restart the game with information you've acquired in this playthrough saved. Once you begin the game again, you can skip through text you've already seen. Simply press right on the control pad to fast forward through these lines you've already read. Once you've reached lines you haven't seen or new choices, it will automatically stop. The Memories of the Escape option has been added to the main menu. Memories of Escape enables you to play the stages you have completed. It is recommended to save after this in order to unlock the Memories of the Escape. Would you like to keep information you've gained during this playthrough? This data will be retained in save file. If you restart the game, you will still start at the beginning. Yes. This is our first legit save. Alright. Oh! So there's one of 6. There's one of 6 endings. Well now. So we got the bad ending. Clover killed June, she killed Santa, killed us. And we have no idea whether she escaped, whether she just killed everyone, killed herself. I have no idea. But for now, that's all we're gonna know. So, I guess we're gonna find out what happens next. Well, that was 999, and what a fun game that was. And even though we've got an end, it certainly doesn't feel like an end. It feels like a sort of time paradox in a way, you know, like, oh, that's what could have happened, let's play it back, let's do this, you know, that's how it kind of feels. So I feel like we've yet to see what happens next. Now, I can only imagine what differs. The ending you get is possibly the doors you pick, your reactions to people, you know, when you say like, whoa, it could be one of us guys, or something like that, if I do something differently. So I think in the next playthrough, what we're going to do now is intentionally do different choices, pick different choices that we wouldn't have initially, in order to start getting these different endings. So yeah, don't feel like we're gonna have to be playing through the whole game again and again and again, because like it said, it's gonna skip through all of the stuff that we've already witnessed. I don't know whether that means we have to redo all the puzzles again, or whether those are skipped. I'm guessing we might have to do the puzzles again. But for the most part, it's going to be on fast forward until we get to a situation, bit of text, a decision that we haven't yet witnessed. Whew, okay guys, so that was 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. And we've only got 1 of the 6 endings. So this playthrough is going to be done until we get the true ending. So this is by far not the end of this game or this playthrough. It's just merely a stepping stone for now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're looking forward to more. But until later, I'm just going to, I guess, wallow in my own self-pity over having myself be amused. I can't believe Junpei completely let the whole bulge in her pocket, the wooden handle coming out of her back, slide. I'm sorry. Everything about this game was really well thought out, except for that. That was just complete and utter bollocks, you know? Which led to this very unrealistic ending. But I guess because it's the bad ending, it's not meant to be a realistic one. It's just something that happens, you know? But whatever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I did. I had a lot of fun. But until then, that is going to be the end for 999 until we start a new game with the memories. Ah! Now that opening makes sense. Why do I know why I am here? Huh. I see. I get it. Alright. Laters.